Hello everyone, Molton here. Welcome back to another game in our series. So again, we're going move knight to f3 and we have to move pawn to d5. What's this one called? The Elephant Gambit. I haven't played against this particular gambit since I was a junior. I don't think anyone's ever played it against me after that. I do know the refutation is meant to be something along the lines of pawn takes here, queen e2, and then you're supposed to go d3 takes and white gets a slightly better position, but I can't exactly remember what to do against it. What other options do we have? There's knight to c3, here d4, but then we sort of just give black a lot of free space. So okay, well we'll take the pawn first, pawn to e4. So I know queen e2 here is meant to be fine, but black does get some compensation there. So his idea is to go knight f6 and after the move pawn to d3 to play, I think, bishop c5, something along the lines of this. Or is it bishop check first? Bishop check first. And what if I go c3? What's the idea? Wants to block my knight or my bishop from going to this square. Then wants to drop the bishop back to c5. Maybe go for some knight g4, something like this. I don't actually know. I don't know the theory in this position. So we're just going to play sensible looking moves. Most likely we're going to run into a lot of preparation from our opponent, who has probably played this line many times. Anyhow, we're going to see how well we do regardless. Bishop to c5. So we're just going to play sensible looking moves. I mean, bishop c5, bishop g5 looks like a very sensible move just to develop the bishop. So his threat is to go rook e8. He also has a threat of playing knight takes e4, because if queen takes, then there's some rook e8 ideas. So let's stop this threat with the move bishop to g5. Okay, rook to e8. Let's try to play some sensible moves again. So knight to d2. Knight to d7 makes a lot of sense. Now, castle's queenside looks like it makes the most sense to me to get the king to safety, so let's go for that. Most likely he's going to play the move h6, or no, it doesn't, goes for c6. Doesn't this open up the file for my pieces? This opens up this file for my piece. And can I play this move pawn to e5 here to try and put pressure on the knight? He's going to play queen c7 to try and unpin. What else? I have knight to b3 as a move. Yeah, I don't know, but this feels like a very natural move to me, pawn to e5, because he's got a lot of pressure on this pawn. I am stuck in a pin, so I will have to unpin, but I do have this move queen c4 to unpin later on if I need. I also have this e4 square which I really want to make use of. So whenever I chase that knight away, I want to play the move knight to e4. It's going to be a very useful move. So queen c7 was what I was expecting. And now I was intending to go queen c4, but then he's going to play the move knight to d5. I could also take the knight first with the bishop, force him to take with the knight, and then play queen to c4. So that would mean the bishop is being attacked and also the knight. That means he would have to lose time to move the knight back. Now tempo is very important when you're playing chess. So whenever you have the opportunity to play moves that maybe gain some time or cost your opponent some valuable tempos, then you should always consider it, and it's almost always a good option to do so. So in this case, after the move bishop takes, queen c4, because the two pieces are being attacked, I presume he has to go knight to d7, but that's going to lose him some time. And that's going to give me another valuable tempo to play the move knight to e4 in this case. Again, attacking the bishop, attacking the knight, and then also using more squares for my pieces, such as knight to d6. Again, comes with another tempo. So I'm trying to make use of as much tempo saving moves as I possibly can here. Now this again wins a tempo, so I'm going for this one. If he takes with the bishop, not only do I recoup the bishop pair, but I also improve my position. Now this one I think is a blunder because the rook's hanging. Because if I take the rook, I'm also attacking the queen at the same time. You can just take that. I think he missed the fact that the queen is also being attacked at the same time. Okay, so let's have a quick look at that game. So the elephant gambit with the move pawn to e4, queen to e2, pawn to d3, pawn to c3. I mean, I don't know any theory in this gambit. I just know that taking here and queen e2 is meant to be decent for white, and that's pretty much it. After that, you basically just have to trust that your position is good and then play sensible looking moves. Try to avoid any of the tactical ideas. I mean, the only tactical ideas black has in these positions are maybe rook e8 and knight takes e4. So as long as you keep an eye out for those, then you should have a pretty healthy advantage. In this position after takes, the main thing I can say here in this position is, yeah, so tempo looking moves, tempo saving moves, I'll say. So moves such as takes, knight takes, and then queen c4. Attacking the bishop, attacking the knight, gaining some tempo of your pieces is very important. That's probably the main thing you should try and take away from this particular game. So here we have to move knight to e4. We had some other moves as well there. Knight g5 was another option. Actually, knight g5 looks very strong. Probably should have also considered knight g5 hitting here, because the knight can't actually move. The knight can't move because the bishop is hanging, and the best move is knight b6, which means already black's position is in a lot of danger. But after move knight e4, knight to d6, yeah, it's already, yeah, it's already like very difficult to defend this position as black. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.